Hey guys, it's Carrie here and I'm back with another video. This time I'll be showing you guys how it's like to live with the Galaxy Buds along with the Gear S2 and my main device, the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Guys, I wanted to do a regular review of the Samsung Galaxy Buds because I got them as a birthday present. Actually was borrowing them for a long time, and then like my birthday came around and then like my friend decided to just give them to me, and I'm really happy because I've really been enjoying these. I've had these for the past couple months, probably like the last 3 months. I've been using the Galaxy Buds, and whoa, I love the form factor a lot, and that's why I wanted to do a video like this where I'm showing you guys how I use it in day-to-day use, because it's not just about how much bass it has and how much like very technical music stuff, because everyone else already did that. So I wanted to give you guys a take on how this has been really helpful in my lifestyle. So let's get started. So the Galaxy Buds paired with the Gear S2 has been a powerful combination for me, that is. It's just amazing to not have to touch your phone 99% of the time. Okay, not 99%, let's just say a good 80% of the time. I don't have to touch my phones because I have both of these on deck. And the first situation is at work. At work, I usually sometimes, depending on the load of the work that I have, I usually have lighter loads at work. I usually have both of these in. If I'm doing some more heavy editing, sometimes I probably just only have one earbuds in. And the good thing about these is that with the Galaxy Buds, when you have them in, first of all, they're very discreet. And for me, for my ear, they're fairly comfortable. They're not super comfortable, but they come with varying ear tips for my size, because my ear canals just don't fit these as good, but they do stay in for most of the time for the type of stuff that I do. So back on to work. At work, I usually have both of these in and just my Galaxy Watch, and I usually have my phone on the opposite side of the room. And with the Galaxy Buds, I'm able to, with the ambient sound feature, that's amazing. I could hear the outside world, I could hear what I'm editing at work, I could hear my coworkers if they come in while I listen to an audiobook. That's my pastime. That's the main thing that I use these things for, and that's one of my favorite features. And also, when I get a text message, it tells me, it's like, oh, you have a new text message, and it says from so and so, and like you hear on the Buds, and also you get a notification on the watch, and that works amazing. And as you guys know, the Gear S2 has built-in storage, so I do have a bit of music in here that I could connect the Galaxy Buds directly to my watch and not have to worry about my phone at all. But I barely do that because it drains the battery, and we're getting to battery here. Battery life on these are decent, not the best. The Galaxy Buds, for the most part, both of these devices, every time I get home, I have to charge them, put them on a charger. It's not the end of the world, but on days when you forget, you're like, oh, that's the worst feeling, not being able to listen to your Buds. Oh, and also I use these things at school, and since I have a variety of hairstyles, I like to wear a new wig every other week. So these earbuds, for me as a female, like, they're discreet. No one knows that I'm wearing them, and that's my favorite thing. I'm not wearing these to brag. I just wear them to be as discreet as possible, so they come especially handy in class. I didn't get so much good footage of me using these in class, but I make sure to only have one ear in, because I do want to still pay attention, obviously. But yeah, so with these two things, I found the Galaxy Buds and the Gear S2 come most handy when I'm at work, because thanks to that, I'm able to get the notifications, I'm able to get the text messages, and I'm able to listen to a podcast without interrupting anything, and also without being too delved in, because if I just use my phone for all these notifications and just the regular Buds, I'll just get distracted half of the day. So thanks to having the Galaxy Buds and the Gear S2, I'm able to cut down a lot of my procrastination time, because it's so easy to, if you check your phone for your notification, to just stay on Instagram for hours, or stay on those texting apps for hours, or stay scrolling to Tumblr, and like the time flies. And so I also heavily use the Galaxy Buds when I'm at home, and I use it in my home office most of the time, and they come in extremely handy, especially if I'm doing schoolwork at home, or if sometimes I work from home. These come extremely handy for not being distracted. That's why these are my favorite combo. And also another reason I like the Buds, because the built-in microphone on there is pretty good. So I use one ear while driving, and that comes in pretty handy. It's really useful. And also you guys, don't use two earbuds when you're don't use two earbuds when you're driving, because one, that's illegal, especially here in the US. But if you just use one, I'm able to hear a lot of people clearly most of the time, and they're able to hear me clearly, and I'm able to drive hands-free, and also that ambient feature. So oh man, so having the Galaxy Buds in my life, actually along with the Gear S2, has been extremely helpful. And I know, and all of this is powered by the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And the reason that the Note 9 really matters for this ecosystem to work is because they're all Galaxy devices, so they work really well with each other. The Gear, the Galaxy Buds have some cool built-in features for Android, not just for Samsung phones. It's just that since they're all Samsung devices, they work a lot better with each other. So Samsung finally has an ecosystem now. Wow, it took them years. And so yeah guys, those are the three main places that I use my Galaxy Buds and my Gear S2. I don't work out, I don't go outside like that. As you guys could probably tell. No, okay, ignore that. But I don't go outside, so I don't use a lot of those exercise features, so I'm sorry if I won't be able to tell you that. And I've fallen asleep with the Buds in, and they're not too bad, but they're not the most comfortable thing to accidentally fall asleep in the world, at least for me, for my ear canal. But otherwise, I love the look of these. I love how discreet they are. Oh, also my favorite thing is the touch. Also one of my favorite things is the touch controls. Like, by just pressing these, I'm able to pause, play, skip, and those are extremely helpful, especially like if you're listening to something loud and then like you can't really, if someone comes up to you, you could just do it like this, and it kind of just looks really discreet. I don't know, I like having all of these because it makes me feel like a secret agent, and like I feel like Ben 10 with all this gadget that helps my life a lot better. It's weird because having all of this would more likely make you more distracted, but they're not. Like, just having the Buds and your smartwatch, I'm able to cut down a lot of procrastination time. I just see the most important notifications, I can respond to them, I hear them when I have the Buds in, that I had a missed call or a text message or a comment on my YouTube channel. So yeah guys, I hope this was helpful, and I'm gonna have a related blog post for this below for more information that I didn't cover. Again, these are more authentic videos that I do. I don't script them. And before I go, final verdict, are these worth it? Well, they are for me. I love the discreetness of this. I have a friend, my best friend has another brand of earbuds that the microphones are not as good, and these are the best bang for the buck. I think they're worth it. Being $120 are not bad, and they're still cheaper than Apple AirPods. I can't tell you anything about Apple AirPods. I only have Samsung products, but just looking at the price and what it does for me, I really enjoyed it. And if you pre-ordered the S10, it came with one of these. That's how my friend was able to just give me his. So yeah, so if it came with your device, it's the best thing. Like, I love the ecosystem for this, and the pairing is pretty easy. There's no button on this, you just open the case. As long as you're disconnected to your other devices, you're pretty much good. And also, one final note, as a girl wearing these, if you have long hair or just wearing long hair that day, it's extremely useful, it's discreet, it's really good in class. If you just like, it's probably might be a boring class that day and the professor is not really doing much and you took notes, they're really good to have. So you could listen to a podcast or music in class discreetly. You don't even have to touch your phone, that's the thing. You could play it from your watch, you could just press play. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do, being able to play music and pause and play. But I don't use that as much in the car, because that would be a cool feature to use while driving and stuff, but I don't do that as much. I just use the buds in the car when I'm using phone calls and Google navigations. But yeah guys, that's finally it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. And I post every Tuesdays and Saturdays, so keep in post notification for the next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.